It is a quiet morning. You are asleep in your bed, wrapped up warmly in your duvet. Suddenly, someone starts pulling at it, yanking it away. The cold air hits you, making you shiver and wake up. Annoyed and tired, you try to pull the duvet back and get comfortable again. But then again, someone yanked the duvet away. You irritatedly spoke. Who the hell is this? Let me sleep. You said in a sleepy voice. Your eyes are still closed. This is your husband. Wake up. You are getting late for the office. He said in a strict tone, but you didn't budge and kept sleeping. Why? I said wake up, he said while shaking you. Please, let me sleep, you said with a pout in half-sleepy tone. Jungkook put his hand on his chest as you were looking extremely cute in this way. Oh my goodness, her cuteness will be the death of me. Jungkook, get yourself together, man. When you are already late, just wake up. Let me sleep for 5 minutes, please. You said while sleeping. He sighed. I'll count to 3. If you didn't wake, then the consequences will not be good, he said while crossing his arms against his chest. As if I am scared of you. You mumbled while sleeping, but he heard you. We'll see. Jungkook started counting, but you ignored him and kept sleeping. And 3. He finished counting and noticed you are still sleeping in the same position. He sighed. Now don't complain to me about what I am going to do next. He slid his hand beneath your back and picked you up and started walking. You still didn't open your eyes. Sleepyhead, he said while looking at you. He entered in the bathroom and made you stood. Irony is this, that you're still not opening your eyes. You couldn't stand properly as you are half asleep. Suddenly Jungkook opened the shower. The water drops falls on you and you gasped and opened your eyes. You stood straight. It took you few minutes to realize the situation. You irritatedly looked at Jungkook, who is smirking. You hit his chest. How dare you, Jungkook? You shouted with all your strength. Jungkook put his hand on his ears. You started hitting his chest. He chuckled internally and held your hand in his. You struggled to free them, but his grip was stronger. I warned you, didn't I? I was just going to wake up after 5 minutes. You were saying this while sleeping for the last 15 minutes. You should have woken me up normally. Then why the hell did you bring me in bathroom and ran that shower on me? You shouted again. Well, not my fault. You made me do this, he said with a smirk. I hate you, you said venomously. The feelings are mutual, baby girl, he said while smirking, and you huffed and looked away. Water from the running shower is coming on you. You have got completely wet. Suddenly you realize that he is still holding your hands in his. You looked at your hands, then at Jungkook, and noticed that he was also looking at your hands, which was in his. The situation got awkward. You pulled back your hands. Jungkook's gaze fell on your chest, which was seen through because your shirt got wet. He gulped. His heart increased its pace. He decreased the distance and stood closer to you, then cupped your left cheek. Your heartbeat increased with the sudden closeness. You looked in his eyes and found some unknown emotions in them. He starts leaning in, making your heartbeat go crazy. You nervously fidgeted your top, then closed your eyes. You can feel his heart breath on your lips. He was just going to, but till then you came back to your senses and took steps back and looked away. He looked at you, then realized what he was going to do. He instantly cleared his throat and you get fresh, I'm going out. You nodded, then he ran outside. As soon as he went outside, you instantly locked the door and put your hand on your chest as it's beating crazily. What was that? Was he going to just now? I shouldn't have lost control. What must he be thinking about me? Wine, what do you think? Will the meeting be successful? Of course it will. What the she is doing here? She said while looking towards the girl dressed in a classy clothes. She is going towards the meeting room. You looked where she pointed and unknowingly your heart dropped on seeing her. She is his business partner. Why wouldn't she be here in an important meeting? But we all did hard work and here she is just coming at the last minute with full attitude. Wait, why don't you like her? Because she likes Mr. John and I don't like that thing. How do you know she likes him? Haven't you seen the way she looks at Jungkook? Her eyes are full of love and affection when she looks at him. Your heart ached on hearing her. You know what? You are just overthinking. Just get back to work, otherwise the manager will scold us. I'm just tense for you, Van. Don't worry about me, I'm okay. You said, then sit back on your place. She also sat back and started working. You work in John Corporation, that is Jungkook's company. Stella knows about yours and Jungkook's secret marriage. From the way she acts around him, it is clear that she does love him. But what about Jungkook? Does he also? Why I'm thinking about them. It shouldn't concern me whoever he loves. I should stay in my limits as a contract wife. You and Stella were going towards the cafeteria. Suddenly your gaze fell on Jungkook, who was going towards his office along with his business partner, Jeon Yuri. They both were looking happy. Your heart dropped on seeing them together, but you took a deep breath and tried to manage yourself. What are they both even doing in the office from so much time? Van, go check. Are you mad? Why should I go? He's your husband, Van. Contract husband. You corrected her. He is just my contract husband and I am his secret contract wife. It shouldn't matter to me whoever he hangs out with. It shouldn't concern me even if he loves someone else. Your mind is saying this, Van. What about your heart, which is dying from inside on seeing them close? Stella, please, I don't want to talk about this topic. Stella sighed. As you say, she started doing her work. You two sighed and started working, but your mind is filled with thoughts of Jungkook. You secretly took a glance of his office, then shifted your gaze back to screen. Suddenly someone tapped on your shoulder. You looked behind to see who it was. Van, boss is calling you in his office. You frowned and asked, me? Yes, you. Are you sure? You think I have time to joke around? No, I'm sorry, I'll go now. Okay, and as you are going to his office, then give him this file. Oh, sure. Go, hurry. She whispered. Yeah, I'm going. Standing outside the office, you took a deep breath, then entered inside, but your heart dropped on seeing the scene in front of you. Jungkook and Yuri both were laughing while having lunch, and Yuri was patting Jungkook's head, more like caressing his hairs. You felt unknown pain in your heart. You tightly fisted on the hem of your top. They both noticed your presence. You took a deep breath, gathered strength, and made a serious face. Manager gave me this file to give you. Okay, put it there on the table. You walked to the table, put the file on it, and turned around and both then started going. You didn't have the courage left to ask him what he was calling you for. Jungkook frowned on seeing you going. He also noticed your dull face. Wait, Van, where are you going? I'm going back. Do you have some work for me, Mr. John? You asked with a straight face. Have you had lunch? No, not yet. Then have it with us. You glanced at Yuri. She has a smile on her face. You must be kidding, Mr. John. How can a mere employee have lunch with their boss? You said in a cold tone, and Jungkook frowned on hearing you. Van, if there is nothing else, then I'll get going, sir. You said with a straight face, then bowed and left from there. He kept looking at your retreating figure, trying to rethink why you reacted that way. Yuri noticed this and she smiled. Did you both have a fight or something? He came out of his trance on hearing her voice. No, everything is fine. Maybe she is not feeling well. Yuri smiled. You should check up on her. Yes, sure, I will. And I'll introduce you to Van some other time. Yes, sure, I'll be glad to meet her. Is she angry about the morning incident? You came back on your seat. Tears were threatening to fall from your eyes. You took a deep breath and held them back. Fortunately, Stella is not here, otherwise you would have to explain it all to her. This was not supposed to happen. You were not supposed to fall in love with him. Get a grip on your feelings, otherwise they will get hurt at the end. Vine, you are not going to cry, okay? Gather yourself together. All this should not matter to you. You and Jungkook are in contract marriage. Actually, at first it was an arranged marriage, arranged by your families. Your dad and Jungkook's dad are best friends, so they both arranged it. When Jungkook came to know about it, he instantly refused because he didn't want to marry this early. But then Jungkook's dad threatened him that he will not hand over the company to him. So Jungkook agreed, but with the condition that this marriage will be a secret one. Later on the first night of your marriage, Jungkook told you that he was not interested in this marriage. He only married you so that his dad hand over him the company. Then you told him that you also didn't want to marry this early, but you didn't have the courage to refuse your parents. So you both decided to make a contract marriage of 6 months. A few minutes later, someone came, puts a package of food on your desk. You looked up and asked, "Who is this for?" For you, ma'am. But I didn't order anything. Mr. John ordered it for you. You processed his words. Okay, thank you. He nodded, then left from there. You opened the package and found a chit on it. Unknowingly, a smile formed on your lips on remembering the morning incident. Then you realized and make your face straight. Putting the lunchbox aside, you started working. Standing in the quiet lobby, you press the lift button, you check your watch and wait. Soon the lift arrives with a chime, and the doors slide open. You notice Jungkook is already inside the lift. As soon as your eyes meet his, there is a brief, charged moment of connection and perhaps a bit of surprise or tension. You broke the eye contact and politely bowed at him. I'll take the next lift, Mr. John. Have a nice day. You said while looking down. Jungkook frowned at your behavior. He pressed the button to stop the lift. Are not you being too polite to me today? There is no one around right now. Still you are. He sighed heavily. Anyways, come inside. No, it's fine, Mr. John. I can take the next one. He clenched his jaw as he is really getting irritated of you calling him Mr. John. Yet inside the lift van, he sat sternly yet firmly. You gulp and step into the lift and stand next to him, keeping a bit more distance than usual. Jungkook noticed it. He tried to recall if he did some mistake as you are behaving unusual today. He closed the distance, then suddenly brought hand to your forehead to check your temperature. Are you okay? Are you perhaps not feeling well today? You removed his hand and took steps back from him. I'm fine, you said in low voice with expressionless face. Did you eat? Yes, I have. Are you sure? He asked while cupping your left cheek. Why would I lie to you about it? You removed his hand and took a step back from him. Why and what happened to you? Why are you behaving so strange? Did I do something? Tell me. Suddenly the lift opened and you bowed at him and went outside. He followed you. Why, at least listen to. Suddenly he saw some employee coming, so he stopped following you. He sighed while dropping his hands to his hips. Something is really wrong with her, and I won't get peace until I find it.